Scrub-a-dub-dub, what's in the tub? What's going on, my subscribers? Ace here, and I am here with my Week 9 team builder of the CCL official against your boy Grids, the head coach of the Petalburg Pikachus. My team is the Alabaster Arcanines, and let's get into how this matchup is going to be going down. So, for my team builder, I was looking over at Grids' team, which you guys will see on the right side there with the nice shuffle icons. He has the team composed of either Gardevoir or Mega Gardevoir. I suspect he'll probably bring it as regular Gardevoir because Hyper Voice hits a lot of my team for a lot of damage. Gardevoir is a fucking savage, alright? Mega Gardevoir has base 165 special attack, so I realistically expect it to end up being Mega Gardevoir. But regular Gardevoir with Scarf is something that I have to prepare. Like, I felt that is something I needed to prepare for as well. I felt like that it was really important that be something that I was aware that could happen. Also next, he has Starmie, Gengar, Metagross, Crocodile, Haxorus, Rotom Cut, Drippon, Fletchender, Audino, Raichu, and Scyther. Now, the monsters he traded out were Blissey, Aurorus, and Roserade. He traded out for the Metagross, the Haxorus, and the Audino. And, really with Grids' team, his team is actually oddly fast. With the Starmie, Gengar, those two are extremely fast. He has a Gale Wings, Fletchender, Haxorus is no slouch either, especially after it gets up to DD. Scarf Crocodile. Normal Crocodile is base 92 speed, which isn't slow. You can run a Scarf Rotom, which is not slow either. Raichu is fast as hell as well. I think it speed ties with Starmie and Gengar, if I'm not mistaken, or it might be 1 point faster. It might be a little bit faster, I'm not sure. But yeah, no, his entire team is extremely quick, and it presents a lot of hard matchups for my team. So, against Grids' draft, I wanted to kind of bring kind of an orthodox squad to kind of throw Grids off a bit and kind of put him in a tough position where he kind of had to play outside of his comfort zone because Grids is not the most experienced battler. He knows the basics, he understands how to play, he doesn't have a bad team, and his team actually has a really good matchup against my team because I don't have many great things for his Gardevoir, his Gengar, his Crocodile, I guess the Starmie a little bit, and the Haxorus, I guess, in a sense, because I don't have many great resists. So Hyper Voice plus Psychic really wears down a lot of my team because my main fairy resists are poison types, and Psychic just blows them away, or Psy Shock, either way. Same thing with Starmie. Starmie has Scald, but also has Psychic, so like it's difficult to go into matchups with like Amoonguss or anything like that. As well as Rotom Heat doesn't really appreciate anything from either of those two. It just doesn't appreciate anything. Like Fire resist fairy typing like the Hyper Voice, but still I can get blown away by a Psychic, or a Scald from Starmie. So it's a tough matchup, and I'm gonna have to play it really intelligently. As well as the Gengar hits a lot of my team. I have a couple Dark types now, which take those pretty okay, but they're not super defensive. So it's gonna be a tough matchup for me, and I'm gonna have to play it really smart. Now let's get into the team that I do have. So right here, you guys can see what I'm bringing. I am bringing Liepard, I am bringing Excadrill, Young Amoonguss, Durant, Mega Blastoise, and Hitmonlee. Now you guys may think this is a little bit of an odd squad, and it kind of looks like I don't have a physical defensive wall. Well, actually, I do. It's going to be our Blastoise here, special defensive with the Amoonguss here. But let's start off with the first one that we have here on the screen. So we have Liepard here with the Sucker Punch, Knockoff, Gunk Shot, and U-Turn. I decided to give it the Focus Sash and Burden because I felt that getting off an attack against one of his mons, so whether it be, like say the Metagross, just getting a knockoff and giving it a lot of damage, or killing something and just taking a hit, getting a burden boost. So if he does have a Scarfer, I'm able to outspeed it and I can get off, a U-turn if I need it, or a Gunk Shot. Sucker Punch is there in case like he's like Scarf Gengar, Scarf Starmie, or it's like just last minute situation where like I just need to get off a little bit of damage there. And I felt this thing was pretty good, especially since he has a lot of things weak to dark. He has the Ghost Gengar, he has the Psychic Starmie, and the the Gardevoir as well. But it is fairy typing, so it will resist, but it still hits it for a lot of damage because Gardevoir isn't really that defensive unless he decides to run a defensive Gardevoir, which is kind of like it could work, to be completely honest. Defensive Gardevoir is viable, and then Metagross, which won't take too much damage, but just to get off like a good amount of damage against a bulky like Metagross is really nice, especially if I knock off its item, if it's running like screens or anything of that sort, as well as just hitting anything else for damage. I mean, knocking out like Sucker Punching Fletchender, knocking off Drippon, knocking off a possible choice Scarf from the Rotom. Just being able to take that Focus Sash is really, really nice. Now the next mon is a mon that I'm really excited about being able to bring for this matchup is my Excadrill with Moldbreaker Choice Scarf. Earthquake, Iron Head, X-Scissor, and Rapid Spin. I felt that he might try and set up rocks, so I'd like to have kind of that like potential where I can Rapid Spin if he tries to set up rocks, because he does have a Crocodile which can be really bulky, and that can set up rocks, as well as Metagross can set up rocks as well. So, you know, I'd like to have that option of Rapid Spin, because anytime this mon comes in, Grids is going to be scared, because this thing basically negates the Levitate on Gengar, and it blows everything away, barring, I guess, the Fletchender, because I'm not bringing Rock Slide, because I don't expect him to really stay in against like this thing, because he can't do much, and I can just Iron Head away. I mean, he can Will-O-Wisp, I guess, if he really wants to. But like if I see him bring it in like that, then I'll just be like, okay, I know what he's trying to do here. But yeah, either way, I think this thing is a really great matchup problem for him. It like I said, it blows away a lot of his team, and that's the way I felt I had to approach his team, because I don't have a lot of defensive options against him. So I kind of wanted to play a shell game of offensive against him. And as long as I don't lose too many pieces too early, that's really what's gonna be, like, end up hurting me. Is if I lose too many pieces too early, or something that checks one of his mons, then I might be in a tough position. But I think I'll be okay. I decided on Choice Scarf Adamant because Choice Scarf Adamant allows me to blow away a lot of his team, just because I have the speed already with the Choice Scarf, and I can just basically hit everything realistically overall. Like nothing likes taking a Choice Scarf Earthquake from an Adamant Excadrill, really. And yeah, that's okay. And the names are birds because it's your boy Grids, but he's the Bird Master, all right, the Bird Master. But then we have our special defensive wall, the young Amoonguss with the Assault Vest, with Sludge Bomb, Foul Play, Giga Drain, and Spore. Now, some of you may be like, why do you have Spore on an Assault Vest mon? Well, Grids actually has a couple mons that get knockoff, and especially the Crocodile, which usually, as you run defensive, does carry knockoff. And I do have a Lottie as well. So, you know, I felt this was a pretty good swap in against that mon, because it does resist a lot of what the Crocodile is going to be doing. And knockoff would be nice. Like, if I feel he's going to do a knockoff, I can either swap in my my Mega Blastoise, because I know the Mega Stone, or I could swap in, get my Assault Vest off, and then I'd be able to get a free Spores, and be able to switch out, because I do have the Regenerator ability. Sludge Bomb is good for the Gardevoir, and then Foul Play basically hits everything else, because Ritz has a lot of strong attackers, and Foul Play hits Gengar just fine, hits Starmie just fine, and it hits basically everything else that is really strong, like his Haxorus, his Scyther. Like, all those mons really have a tough time against this mon, just because it's so bulky. Now the next mon that I'm starting to bring is Durant here. I really wanted to run this Choice Scarf, because I felt like, I don't know, just my gut feeling was like that, but I was advised against it. I was like, you know, they were told, I was like, okay, you know, it makes sense not to run, Durant with the Choice Scarf, because it is already so fast with base 109 speed that I don't really need it. And actually, I think I put the speed, or the extra bit goes in here. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, and then the so X-Scissor, Iron Head, Crunch, and Superpower, because it basically hits everything. X-Scissor hits the Starmie, it hits the Gardevoir, it hits it hits basically everything for decent damage. Iron Head hits the Gardevoir as well. Hits everything basically except for the Starmie. Crunch is for the Gengar specifically. If I know that there's like a roll or something like that, or if I need like a defense drop or something, I just have that option. As well as Superpower is for mainly the Crocodile if I need to just blow it away in one hit. I really wanted to run Choice Scarf on this, but you know, I was advised against it, and I'm going against my gut a little bit here. I don't know, but either way, oh, and somebody went online on Skype, so that's lit. But either way, nice and professional. Either way, yeah. But moving on to the next one, we have Young Gunbird. Mega Blastoise out here with Water Pulse, Dark Pulse, Flash Cannon, and Aura Spear. And this is my defensive wall a bit, because I do have the biggest HP amount on this. Nice max HP, max special attack. Probably my favorite set to run on a Blastoise, just because this thing blows away a lot of mons. It can take a nice hit and then kind of act out of that and blow something away. So that's basically what Blastoise does. And finally we have Legbird with the young Normal Gem on Burn Boost. It's Bullet Punch, Fake Out, High Jump Kick, and Knockoff. Fake Out to get that nice Normal Gem boost, and then Unburden just basically because that allows me to speed so much of Grids' team after getting the speed boost. Now, I ran these EVs specifically for this with the max attack, and then the speed basically outspeeds his fastest mon after the Unburdened boost. So because like Fake Out is priority, I'm guaranteed to get it off. So once I get the normal gem boost up, I'm basically in a fantastic position because like I outspeed everything on his team. There's nothing that can outspeed this Hitmonlee with this EV spread. After I get the Fake Out off with the normal gem boost Unburdened, unless he's Choice Scar. No, actually wait. No, I EV'd it specifically for Starmie, which is his fastest Mon. Yeah, Starmie, which is his fastest Mon. So even if it's Choice Scarf with the double boost, because it's double, and like Choice Scarf is 1.5, and Unburdened boost is times 2. So with this speed, I automatically outspeed Starmie, even if he's timid. Choice Scarf, because I am jolly with the CV spread. So there's no way that he can outspeed me at all. Bullet Punch is really nice for the Gardevoir. It's probably my best thing to hit the Gardevoir with. High Jump Kick is really nice as well, and Knockoff is decent. But, you know, after he goes to Fairy typing, he's going to be, or after he goes into Mega Gardevoir, he's going to be a little more bulky, so Knockoff's not going to hit as hard. But, you know, either way, I felt that Bullet Punch was kind of a little bit, like, just like a kind of end thing there because of the Fairy resisting, so, yeah. But that's gonna be the squad. So let me know what you guys think down below. If there's any mon that you wanted to see on my team this week that you felt that would have done a little bit better, make sure to leave it down in the comment section below. And see you guys in the battle. Bye bye.